Hi there, it's Nolene Sliney here, former Treasury Analyst turned international organic makeup artist, video confidence and personal power mentor. So have you ever heard the expression, oh, she's so full of herself? Or, oh, look at your one, she really loves herself, doesn't she? Maybe you've said it before as well. I know I have definitely heard it and I have most definitely said it in the past as well, okay? But ultimately, when I think back of it now, okay, there was a little bit of envy and a little bit of jealousy in there, okay? Now, let me just take you back a bit further, okay, to when I was a child. So when I was a child, obviously the message I was getting from my parents was about you should love yourself. Oh my God, always love yourself. As a teenager, I was taught the same, and it's like, talking about self-love. But ultimately, I was hearing all of these things, probably even from my parents sometimes as well, and hearing these things like, oh my God, that person's so full of themselves, and like as if this was a bad thing. And especially the expression like, oh my God, she loves herself so much. Well, on one hand, isn't that what we're told to do? Like, we're told we should love ourselves so much. So why are we like literally bitching and moaning about somebody who actually does have that? Okay. Now, obviously, I have a completely different perspective on this. Okay. And I'd even go back to the bit with the envy and the jealousy, right? Ultimately, and even the people that were saying this as well, by the way, there was a real envy there of going, God, I wish I was as confident as that. I wish I loved myself as much as that person did. Even if at the time we didn't really see it, and even if at the time it's like, oh God, whatever, like speaking about it in this kind of real, as I say, like bitchy way. But ultimately, as I said, there is that underlying thing of, I wish I was like that. And I know for me, there definitely was that there, okay? So obviously today is Valentine's Day, and even if you're watching this a few days later, even a week later, it doesn't matter. This still applies, okay? I want you to feel full of yourself, okay? Feeling full of yourself means you're just full of self-love. Being full of yourself means you're full of self-respect. Being full of yourself means you're full of self-assurance. Being full of yourself means you're full of personal power. You're really, when you are full of all those things, you are really stepping into your personal power. You are in your personal power. What is wrong with that? Absolutely nothing. Isn't that what we're all want to be? So be full of yourself today, okay? Be so profoundly in love with yourself. Be so profoundly respectful of yourself. Be so profoundly full of that self-assurance, okay? That it is just radiating out of you, that you feel so amazing about yourself, okay? And here's the other side of that I want to say, that again, maybe this was where there was the gap for me, okay? Is that I always had people telling me this is what I should feel, this is what I should do. But they weren't ever showing me that. A lot of the people in my life, the adults in my life in particular, and even when I think about it, like leaders in my life, okay, they didn't show me that sort of things. So no, and this is not to criticize them, they also probably had the same thing in their lives. They were told all of this, but then they never actually got shown it, okay? So they've inherited that, which means I also did, but obviously somewhere the pattern has to end, and I decided I'm the one to end this pattern. I'm the one for the pattern to interrupt, and I want things to be different for myself, okay? So ultimately, when you are that person that is so full of self-love, when you are so overflowing with this, as I said, so full of self-respect and self-assurance, and when you're in your personal power, you are being a leader. You are not just telling people this, you are actually showing them, okay? And you are showing them the way that it's absolutely okay for them to do the same as well, okay? And when you do, you're instilling that, you're inspiring them to do that, you're motivating them to do that as well, okay? Which ultimately means they're going to do that, okay, hopefully. And then that means they will inspire others behind them to do the same, maybe their clients, maybe their kids, maybe their family, friends. Ultimately you're inspiring everybody to do the same for themselves as well, okay? And ultimately that's what we want more of. We want that flow of confidence. We want that flow of self-love, that flow of self-respect. When somebody has respect, when you have self-respect, you also get that back. You magnetize that back to you as well, okay? We often think that it's about, okay, when someone else loves me, then I'll love myself. When someone else respects me, I'll respect myself. That's not how it works. It works in reverse. It has to start with you, okay? If you don't respect yourself, why would you expect somebody else to? If you don't love yourself, why would you expect somebody else to do that, okay? And again, this is particularly true as well when it comes to business, or anything in where you want to achieve something, where you want to achieve success, okay? Again, obviously it applies in your personal life as well. but in your business life too, okay? When you have that utter self-respect and that self-confidence, okay, you're going to attract that back to you as well. You're going to get people magnetized to you, magnetized to your energy, okay? You know, and again, as I said, they want that for themselves as well. And you're leading the way for them to do this too, okay? So today, I would love you to tell me, number one, okay, how are you going to do that this week? How are you going to step into that yourself? How are you going to be full of yourself this week? Okay. And knowing that full of yourself means full of yourself in a beautiful way, in the most powerful way you can ever be, in the most respectful way ever for yourself, okay? So tell me that in the comments below. I would love to hear that from you, okay? And by the way, just something else, that if you do want to learn a little bit more about this as well, okay? I just wanted to let you know that I've opened up 2 spaces for 2 more clients to work with me on a one-to-one basis. Now, I rarely, if ever, do this. I really only ever work one-to-one with a very, very small number of people. And, you know, usually I'm booked out 6 to 8 weeks in advance with this, but I really did want to open up 2 more spaces for my one-to-ones. Obviously it's Valentine's, you know, it's the week of love, you know, but love also has to, as I said, starts from you, okay? It starts from yourself, right? So if you want to learn how to do this, okay, come and book a one-to-one with me. I'm going to leave the link for it down below so you can go and check them out, okay? And as I said, I've opened up just 2 spaces, so they probably will go really fast. So if it is something that you've been thinking about doing for a while, then this is the time to do it. You know, maybe you are, you know, not full of yourself at all, okay? Maybe it's time for a little bit of that for you. Or maybe for you, it's time to take it to the next level. Either way, this is going to help you. Now, if anybody who has worked with me will tell you that my lessons are not lessons, okay? They're not your bog standard typical makeup lesson. That's not what I do, okay? I used to do those in the past and I realized they weren't really beneficial for people in the long run, okay? So when I work with somebody, I want to make sure that what you're getting is something that's long lasting, something that you can reap the benefits for years to come. It's not something that you come to for an hour and, oh God, I feel great for the hour and maybe even the rest of the day and that's it. I want you to make sure that you feel amazing every day or as close to it as possible, okay? And again, that this is something you can tap back into whenever you want, okay? So when you work with me, you're not just getting a makeup lesson, a skincare lesson. Yes, you're getting that. Yes, you're getting a bespoke lesson as well for you. Yes, I'm going to give you all the product recommendations that are specific to you, saving you so much time, so much money, okay? So much energy, right? But you're also getting, as I say, that lesson alone also, they're all going to benefit you for years to come. You can always go back to the product recommendations for years to come. Again, you never have to guess about this again, ever, okay? But also you're going to get all of that self-respect as well, okay? I literally just a couple of days ago got a message back from one of my most recent clients that I worked with one-to-one with, and she said, Nolene, my confidence is at an all-time high. She said, my grandchildren have even noticed the difference in me, okay? Another one of my clients, she told me that when now that she's wearing the makeup that I showed her how to do, okay, and by the way, it was a really like subtle look, okay, she's going on video more now. She feels more confident. Again, people are noticing. She said people even asked her, did you lose weight or something? She said, you look incredible. It was literally because of the lipstick that she was wearing, the shade that I recommended for her, okay? And again, her confidence is sky high now as a result. She was neglecting herself for a while, and now look at that, and she's getting more business opportunities coming to her, okay? Again, another one of my clients, also a business owner, she said she had completely neglected her grooming routine for so long. She came and worked with me, and then she said, oh my God, I've realized that, you know, how much I was neglecting myself, and also how just those 5 minutes in the morning are making such a difference to me. I start my day off feeling alive. That were her actual words, alive. And I know that I look beautiful and I feel beautiful, and that also my confidence again is sky high, okay? And when your confidence is sky high, it is amazing. You will go out there and you will do the things that you've been putting off. You will do the things that you've been a little bit scared to do. You will take those giant leaps towards the things that really will propel you forward, okay? And my clients, they get results from this, okay? They get results in like terms that you wouldn't even think of, okay? And all because they've taken that time for the self-respect, for the self-love and looking after themselves, okay? So anyway, as I said, I'm going to leave down the link down below. Go and check them out. They probably will go very fast. So as I said, if you're interested, do get in there quickly. And of course, if you have any questions, come and let me know. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Show up full of yourself.